I found though that as someone who has had cravings for a long time or lived in that sweet cycle, there's been a lot of withdrawal symptoms. I think when people stop eating sugar, I've definitely experienced headaches. I think some people experience very low energy. Someone was telling me earlier today that they feel nauseous or sick. Like there's a lot of different things that come with it. Talk to us about why it's so addictive.
Yeah.
Obviously beyond the fact that we love the taste of it. Why is it so addictive? And how
does it cause those symptoms?
Yeah.
I think what you're talking about is if somebody goes cold turkey and just completely cuts things out. And that's not actually something that I recommend. I think that, again, like I don't have that kind of willpower and I want to help people improve their health without having to give up the sugar. So even if you delay the sugar from breakfast to after lunch as dessert, you're not going to get all those withdrawal symptoms. You're still going to be able to enjoy it and get the dopamine, but with less impact on your glucose levels. And listen, sugar is addictive, right? And that dopamine is very, 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 very addictive. And as human beings, eating something sweet is a very easy way to get a hit. Now, what you're talking about can also be due to if somebody completely cuts out carbs, so starches and sugars, completely. Let's say from today to tomorrow, you cut out all carbs. That can cause issues because if you've been eating carbs your whole life, your body expects these carbs every 2 to 3 to 4 hours. And your body's actually just burning glucose for energy. So all of a sudden, you cut off its supply of glucose and it becomes a little bit stressed out, especially if your body's not used to also burning fat for fuel. In a healthy body, you can switch from burning glucose for energy to burning fat for energy easily. So either you eat glucose and your body gets energy that way, or you're not eating and your body's burning fat. In most of us, we're eating every 2 to 3 to 4 hours some carbs. And so our body doesn't know how to burn fat for fuel anymore. It doesn't have that muscle. So the idea is to train it slowly to be able to do that, not to just cut out completely the glucose, cut the grass from under the foot too quickly. That's going to be difficult.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the biggest challenges, right? Because when it comes to New Year's resolutions or when it comes to changing habits, we often think we have to go in or out.
I hate that. And diets, they don't work. They're super stressful. They're actually a pretty strong way to control women. Like I have been from the moment I was a teenager. The magazines are telling you, lose 5 pounds in a day, lose your belly before summer. You're bombarded by these messages that make you feel inadequate if you're not on a diet. I mean, it's pretty messed up. The amount of fat on your body or how much you weigh is not a good representation of the internal health of your body, right?
Absolutely.
And if you're just focusing on, I want to lose weight, there are very unhealthy ways to do that might actually make your health way worse. What I like to teach people is these simple hacks. So savory breakfast is a very important one. Eating sugar as dessert instead of on an empty stomach is another key one. And these hacks are going to help your body on the long term and create better health from within. And you might lose weight. For example, in my experiment, about half the people lost some fat on their body without trying to, without counting calories, without cutting out foods, just because naturally that's where their body wanted to be and it readjusted, right? But the objective is not weight loss. The objective is being craving free and not feeling victim to finding sugar 3 times a day or not victim to the pot of ice cream at the back of your freezer after dinner. Good energy so you can actually live the life you want to live and go after your dreams. That's the point. And play with your kids and have time for yourself. And then improving any medical condition you might have, from mental health to infertility to diabetes. Weight loss, consequence. If it's not the whole point. It's not a diet,
Yeah, and it's a different shift in mindset, really, because you're saying that a lot of us are addicted to weight loss, weight gain, or something like that. And you're actually saying, well, let's make it about energy. Let's make it about focus. Let's make it about family.
Let's make it about health.
Health, yeah. Yeah, which we just haven't been trained to think that way. We haven't. Even I grew up always feeling like, oh, if I didn't put on weight, then I must be healthy. And that's such it's such a rudimentary belief around what health and well-being is.
Absolutely. And it's shifting. We're now understanding that's not the way to go. We need to focus on health, not body size or body weight.
Absolutely.